same way. The hit detection on this thing is kind of bad, so it makes it kind of hard sometimes to hit them, especially if they're kneeling down. You just seem to like swipe right over their head all the time, no matter what. What I like to play with this was just straight Nuketown. All of my challenges I did on Nuketown with this thing, just because it's such a close quarters map, makes it a lot. So the class I used, your primary is whatever you want. Secondary, obviously the knife. I put a flashbang on just to help slow some people down. Like if I see them running, you know, you can kind of stop them a little bit, disorient them so they can't really kill you, because obviously you're bringing a knife to a gunfight. I put the tomahawk on. That way, if someone is, you know, out of my reach of getting to them and they're shooting at me, I can still hit them with the tomahawk and hopefully get the kill. Field upgrade, I put the field mic on. I love the field mic. This is, you know, you can set it down anywhere and it gives a radius and it'll show you exactly where a player is situated at. So having something like this is nice, just because when, you know, you put it down, obviously they have a gun, you have a knife, you want to have the advantage of knowing right where they are, so you could just run around and stab them before they really get a chance. Wild card, perk greed. Perks, I put on flak jacket and tactical mask and perk 1. I think that's pretty standard for everybody. Everybody always goes with that, just to you know, help stop the spam of grenades and any tactical like stun grenades and flash grenades. For perk 2, I put on Gearhead and Assassin. Gearhead is just going to help you get your field mic a lot faster, and Assassin, that'll show up on the mini-map, you know, if someone's on a streak or whatnot. I like doing that because then if you get the kill, you get bonus points for it. So depending on how high of a streak they're on, you get more points, and that'll just help you get, you know, whatever your kill streaks are. I like to run the counter spy plane and the spy plane. Counter spy plane obviously to stop them from being able to see where you're at on the map, and the spy plane to helps you see where they're at on the map. And then for perk 3, I put on Ninja. That's just going to help your footsteps be a lot quieter, especially with these days everybody using headsets and stuff. They can hear you coming from a while away. So if you had Ninja on, you could just sneak up right behind them, which is going to be big for a lot of the challenges. And then Ghost. That way, if they do call in a spy plane and you don't have a counter one up, you can still run around the map and it's not going to show you where you're at on the map. As far as the camos, for spray, it just kills 75 enemies. And you need to obviously try for this at all. You're going to get that going for everything else. For stripes, is just get 25 backstabber medals. Basically, you just got to be behind the person and stab them in the back. If you get an execution, it will not count as a backstabber. You have to have the backstabber medal, like it says, pop up, which can be annoying sometimes. Like I said, when you oftentimes get behind somebody and you just want to stab them in the back, it'll do an execution, and vice versa. When you're trying to do an execution, it just stabs them in the back. So it's a bit willy wonky sometimes, but shouldn't be an issue. Should have no problem just going for the other challenges. Ended up getting this on accident. For classic, it's just execute 25 finishing moves. I know a lot of people like to use the assault mode, the combined arms, and, you know, just flank the snipers and go around there and kill snipers all day long. But a lot of people like to camp too in Nuketown, especially like in the garages and the windows. And having Ninja on is going to help you just sneak up right behind them and get the executions. And right now too, if you don't have the Wakizashi blade, it's a perfect time to do this, as you have to get 2 executions in a match, 10 different matches. So this is, you know, if you don't have this unlocked, now is a good time to just do both of them at the same time. For geometric, just kill 50 enemies while injured in multiplayer. I highly recommend playing core mode, and, you know, the time to kill is a little bit higher depending on the weapon they're using. You can soak up 4 or 5 bullets, you know, sometimes more depending on the weapon they're using, like I said, and you could just run up and stab them, and that should be it right there. You know, nothing too hard. This one again just came naturally to me, running around trying to knife people. For Flora, it's just get 50 kills while sliding in multiplayer. This is best to find someone who's stationary, or you might just get lucky and they just happen to be coming around a corner when you slide. But if you see them stationary, just run up, slide. And I actually got this with the backstabber medals a lot at the same time, because I would come up behind someone camping. I would just run up, slide, and right when I got to him, just hit the the melee button, and you could stab him, get the sliding kill and the backstabber medal all at the same time. For science, just kill 50 enemies disoriented by smoke, flash, or stun grenades. I know a lot of people like to use the smoke. I don't. Makes it hard as shit for me to see. I know that's the whole point, but it makes it hard for me to see too. So that's another reason why I like using the flash or the stun grenades. Especially too, like if you use like the stun grenade, you can just hit them when they're running away, and obviously they're stunned. You can run up, slide, and get a backstabber all in one. So you can knock out 3 challenges all at once if you have all of them opened up. For psychedelic, it's just kill 2 or more players rapidly 25 times. Basically double kills. Again, this is where something like Nuketown is going to come into play. I don't believe if you do executions it'll count for this. I think it has to be actually you stabbing people, but it shouldn't be too hard in Nuketown, as most players, especially like in hardpoint or domination where players are going to try to be going, those work best. Team deathmatch, most people are going to camp, so a little bit harder in team deathmatch, but hardpoint especially, like I said, you're going to know where everybody's at. Just run in there and start slicing people up. A lot of these challenges are going to end up blocking naturally, just going for one over the other. You're going to end up doing both at the same time. Going for double kills, someone might be shooting you at the same time, so you're going to get an injured kill, vice versa. So, like I said, just the hit detection on this weapon is kind of shit sometimes, but other than that, it's not too terrible of a weapon, and I kind of enjoyed using the combat knife. And then once you complete all the challenges, you unlock the gold. And if you have the gold for the knife and the M79 grenade launcher, you unlock diamond. And I have both gold for both, obviously. I haven't done a video on the M79 yet, but that'll probably be my next video I do. So if you found this video at all helpful and useful, please drop it a like, and feel free to subscribe if you want to see all the rest of the weapons. Like I said, I'll be going over every weapon in the game, giving my tips and tricks to how to complete it the easiest. So if you enjoyed it, please feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.